Alright, I knew Frieren liked sleeping, but here she seems downright narcoleptic. Imagine just falling asleep while in the middle of a walk. Poor Stark got brutally rejected too. He just wanted to carry Frieren for a bit. I feel your pain, man. There are some absurdly cute expressions from Frieren here while we get some more backstory for her old crew. Wonderfully vibrant and endearing. It's funny how even this 1000-year-old elf has the capacity to act like a spoiled kid at times. I really appreciate when people or characters can actually hold on to some of their youthful whims even in older age. I at the very least hope that I never completely lose touch with those magical feelings of just being an innocent kid, even when I'm an old goober. Holy crap, what is this cute thing? Apparently it's the village chief. Okay then. The reveal that Himmel failed to pull out this legendary hero sword was a very welcome one in my opinion. Rather than painting up a scenario where this party is just fated to carry out this task, instead they're just a group of normal people who happen to have the determination and perhaps the luck to carry it out successfully. In my opinion, this creates much more compelling characters. For people to achieve great accomplishments simply on account of their spawn or via buffs from the plot is something that isn't easily attributed to the strength of the characters themselves. This can be presented in a good way too, but more often than not, this ends up being a cheap crutch. Something that a story falls back on when a more thoughtful execution is not made. But rather, when someone who indeed is not blessed with any such advantages still makes the choice to expend the manual effort to achieve results anyway, this is something that directly ties into their character. To be sure, this is also a pretty common theme these days, and this can also be presented in a very tasteless manner, but in the case of Himmel, I thought it was done in a wonderfully humble way. This whole thing reminded me a bit of that arc from Nisemonogatari, where Kaiki speaks of the value of a fake in contrast with the real thing, and how the difference doesn't really matter. Or rather, how the fake can sometimes even be of higher value, because the fake has to make more of an effort to achieve the same results as the real deal. It's an interesting dilemma, and while I wouldn't say it was touched upon in as deep of a manner here in Frieren, it was still a cool thing to be shown. Anyway, Frieren and the gang clear out some monsters, and this cute lady chief is Maji Kansha. That's quite the choice of words, I actually love it.
Maji Kansha.
This cut of Frieren jumping out of bed is way more lively and animated than it needs to be. It really is wild how they're going out of their way to add this kind of flair even in scenes where it isn't really needed. But this is one of those things that really elevates these episodes and keeps things expressive and interesting. Also, this face from Frieren is absolutely absurd. Is Madhouse actually just memeing right now? Was this in the manga? What is going on, bro? Anyway, Frieren completely ruins Stark's birthday and storms off. What a grump. Frieren had such a thoughtful gift planned out and everything. This brief cut of Frieren carrying these plates felt way too fitting for some reason. Maybe she would make a good character in a cooking show in a different universe. This episode was fun. I'm really enjoying these more chill moments where we just get to see our characters hang out and have a good time. The snowy themes in the show feel particularly fitting too, as winter is starting to take hold quite strongly over here in Sweden now. Sitting inside and watching this show while the outside is all snowy and magical is quite the lovely thing. I'm looking forward to more of this cozy shit.